Good evening, Aston Villa fans. Welcome to the Villa Ever podcast. I'm your host, Charles Williams. First of all, we get started. If you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe. We're completely free. And you can follow me on all audio platforms as well. This evening, I'll join my special guest, Gregg Evans, who is a writer on Athletic. He covers Liverpool now, but he covered Aston Villa for many years. Also a regular on the 1874 podcast with Dan Bardell. Gregg has previously been on the show before, back in March, which was the start of my podcasting journey. It's a memorable podcast. So go and check that out. I'll be doing the Talkshow. Brentford versus Aston Villa. Sunday is a 2 p.m. kickoff. Aston Villa go to this game. They're in the mix of the big boys and our title contenders. It's exciting time to be a fan. And as fans to enjoy these moments. And we just need to face it. Unai has created City Street Villa Park. I can't wait to see what the future holds. I'm glad to have you on the show tonight, like Brian.
Hello, Chad.
I'm glad to have you on the show tonight. How are you?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you. Sorry, you just cut out there. Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having me back on the show, and it's great to see the setup now that you've got going here. And yeah, I can't believe it was all the way back in March that I was last on. That feels like a very long time ago, but actually it's gone really quick. So yeah. Thanks for having me back, and great to see what you're doing here.
Cool. So, reading your article, The Athletic. I enjoy watching you with Dan Bardell as well.
yeah, we have a good relationship, me and Dan. We try and have a laugh together on the podcast. So at the start of this season, I started covering Liverpool a little bit more than Villa now, and I still write about Villa and I still go to some of the games, but I mainly report on Liverpool now. But we kept the podcast going, and I'm glad we did because it's been a great season for Villa so far.
Also, congratulations to see what you're playing. She had a baby, didn't she?
Sorry, say that again?
She had a baby, didn't she?
My wife, yeah, she had a baby. Yeah, it was 11 weeks ago now. So yeah, just getting used to being the dad. It's all a new experience, but it's all good fun. Yeah.
I'm sure you're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah. Well, you can tell by how I'm looking. If I'm looking tired, then you know I'm struggling.
That's fair enough. Well, before we get to some other talking points, let's talk about the Arsenal game last weekend.
Yeah.
We recorded our 15th consecutive Premier home victory. First time it's ever been done in our 140-year history. So what do you expect from the Arsenal?
I mean, look, I thought the performance was very different to the Man City game. I thought Villa were fantastic against Man City. The best I've probably ever seen them play. It was just a totally complete performance, and to do that against that level of opposition, I just found it, fantastic, unbelievable to watch almost. So I always thought it would be a little bit difficult for Villa going into the Arsenal game. 3 days later, I thought that there would be times during the game that they were going to struggle, that they'd have to really dig in and suffer and show a different side to their game if they were going to go and get the result. So I think that looking at the two teams, I thought that Arsenal were the better team, but fair play to Villa for showing a different side to their game. And look, maybe we'll get onto the title challenge question at some point, but Villa are in the race now for the title. Make no mistake about that. Whether they will go and succeed and become champions,
We're definitely mixed.
We'll have to wait and see. But they're very much in it, and teams that go champions, they win in different ways, and I think Villa are showing that this season. But look, there's a long way to go. But why not get excited, because it's very rare that we see a run of results like they've had at the moment.
That's it, because we should dare to dream.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and why not? If Villa keep winning games, then why not? The supporters are loving it at the moment. So, they're just going to ride. They're just going to ride with it and see where it takes them.
Because with the Arsenal game, I think it was a tougher game than the Manchester City game.
Yeah, it was tougher in different ways, wasn't it? I think because they had to sort of go again so quickly after Man City. That's why I thought it made it a little bit harder. And Arsenal had the full strength team out. If you remember, Man City had a couple of players out, which made it a little bit easier for Villa. But Arsenal had the full team, and they went and beat them. So another incredible result.
It was fantastic. I think all-round team performance. I think every single player on the pitch, they gave it their everything. They defended for their lives, and I put in bodies on the line as well.
Yeah, and that's what supporters want to see first and foremost, isn't it? They want to see their team really fighting and giving everything. And the good thing about this Villa group is that they can do that, but they also have a bit of quality as well, and that's what's helping them get so many points on the board.
Because our scoring at the start of the game, that definitely shots though. Set the tone game then.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a clever idea for Villa to attack the Holt end, first, and then really put it on Arsenal early on to get the goal and then build on that. I think Villa are the only team in the Premier League that haven't conceded any points or at least haven't lost after going ahead. So they back themselves now. If they get an early goal, they know they can go and hold it out. And we haven't seen that really from Villa for a very long time until Unai Emery came in. And the way he's got the players drilled, they know exactly what they've got to do. Every single player knows his role and responsibility. And if they can execute that, if they can each do exactly what's required, then typically it leads to wins, as we're seeing this season.
With that John McGinn goal, I don't think it spoke about it enough. It didn't get credit, I don't think.
Amazing goal, wasn't it? I mean, it involved almost every player.
Typical every goal.
It just shows, doesn't it? The Villa players have worked on those patterns of play over and over and over again for months. So many long, hard training sessions working on various movements, and that they made it look easy. They made a really difficult goal to execute just look so easy. It was brilliant to watch. Okay, the finish was a little bit. He had to show something different to eventually finish, but the build-up was just, it was a joy to watch. It was so synchronised.
It was beautiful football. That started from Pau Torres.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing with Torres now is his ball-playing qualities. When Villa are in possession, to have someone like Pau Torres who can spread the ball around and make those progressive passes forward, he's really helping Villa in their attacking play now.
He's got Pau Torres. He's got good ability on the ball. He's just ping these passes with his passing range.
Yeah, that's why Emery wanted him so much. He knew that he could be a real key player in the way that Villa build up from the back. And okay, there's a few things that he probably needs to still do better defensively, but he's turning into a very good signing for Villa.
Because in the build up to that goal, was it come on and you got Yuri Turner involved, Then Leon Bailey made the fantastic run, going past Zinchenko. He went to the ball with a great cross.
Yeah, and a lovely finish, from McGinn.
Yeah.
Does that really well, doesn't he? Sort of controls it with his 1 foot, turns and finishes with the other. Uses his strength and the power of his body to put Villa ahead. So yeah, it was a great start, and then Villa were able to hold on, weren't they, and defended so well.
It's one of those goals I'll sure never read again.
Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it?
Well, we're going to talk about the player of the match. Officially, went to the Diego class. Greg, who was your player of the match?
I thought Carlos did well. I can understand why he got why he was given to him, but I think McGinn over the two games was brilliant. Just a joy to watch. I really enjoy. I love his story because he's been at the club since 2018. He's one of the current owners' first signings, so he's been on this exciting journey where he helped Villa get promoted and then establish themselves in the Premier League, and are now pushing to get into the Champions League. I thought he sort of marshalled the midfield really well again and just led by example as the captain. So he's probably my standout player.
I think those games really jump again. He really steps up in these big games.
Yeah, I think he enjoys them. I think he relishes these big games. I went to his hometown earlier in the year, and he's from a family of football mad brothers. There's 3 brothers. They all play at varying levels, and the mom and dad go and take it in turns to go and watch the sons each week. And it's just great to see him come from such humble beginnings and to see where he is now. And the thing I like the most about McGinn is just that he's remained so grounded, so down to earth, so likable, so friendly through all of this. So yeah, just a great guy, and fantastic that he's achieving so much in his career now.
He's my favourite player, John.
Is it? Yeah.
You can see it at the back of the end with John McGinn shirt.
I like it, yeah. What's the other one, Chad? I can't quite make it up.
It's like a podcast t-shirt.
Oh, fantastic. So you managed to get a few of those printed off, have you?
Yeah, I used it. I'll do it at Amazon.
Right.
In the future, I'm going to look out to be a merchandise in the future.
Yeah, good idea. I like the little Christmas decorations as well up there.
Yeah, thank you. Very fantastic.
Looking good.
Well, I think a lot of John McGinn in that game. Not because he scored, but as well, he was an incredible game. He's definitely in the mood. And I like his runs as well. Drive the team forward. He also got asked problems. Physically, he was very strong. Use his body. Because you sort of press his Arsenal. Use that stuff.
Got a bit of everything in his game, hasn't he?
He's got all these. Also, with Arsenal into a few mistakes as well. But I'm really impressed with John McGinn. He's showing maturity now. He's shown excellent leadership qualities as captain, I think. So he's a gifted player. Well, I'm going to talk about this bit now, Greg.
Okay.
There was a few VAR decisions. What do you make of the humble VAR decision at the end of the game?
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of VAR. I think it's ruining the game. As a football fan and an observer of lots of other games, I just feel like we're talking about it too much. I feel like too many goals are ruled out now for reasons that wouldn't have been flagged up previously. And I just feel like it's taken away a bit of the enjoyment and excitement from
I think we
supporters.
should get rid of VAR, do you think?
Well, this is the thing. I would like to get rid of it, but I haven't got really the answer. I think we're too deep into it now to get rid of it, but I haven't got the answer of how to fix it. You know, I just think that it's I just don't enjoy it so much anymore. But to answer your question about the handball, yeah, it was the right decision. You know, that VAR sort of saved Villa, and that was a good thing from that particular game, because the goal shouldn't have stood. So, you know, I was pleased that we weren't talking about you know, another sort of controversial moment in the Villa game from VAR. But I just think across the board, it's not working. You know, there needs to be lots of adjustments to
There's
make
no consistency with it.
No, there's not. If you look at the couple of incidents at the last weekend, you know, the challenge on Jesus for Arsenal that wasn't given as a penalty. Yeah, in the Liverpool game that I was watching, Jarrell Kwanzaa, the Liverpool defender, was adjudged to have fouled Mateta, and that was a foul, and they were very, very similar. So you're just thinking, if one's given and one's not, that was what was happening in football before VAR.
So
You know,
one rule for another.
yeah, but I mean, like, for me, VAR was supposed to come in to make everything
Supposed to, yeah.
accurate. It was supposed to be a fix for everything. So we weren't supposed to be having these conversations now of, well, was it a penalty or wasn't it a penalty? VAR should say it's a penalty or it's not a penalty. But still, we're having these conversations where they're controversial and they're dubious, and it's just not working. We used to have a fun game where referees and officials got things wrong, but that was part of it. You know, it was human error.
Goal line technology is good.
Yeah, goal line technology is good because
there's
clarity. There's clear clarity there. The ball is either over the line or it isn't, and the technology tells you whether it's over or it isn't. But VAR, we're still having decisions that we're debating about. So, yeah, we could talk all day about this.
Oh, yeah, let me do a separate one for that.
Yeah.
But you know with Arteta, he's always complaining as usual. Give me an Arteta, like, he always complains about a decision that I think to get their game, but the best team wins. Simple as.
Yeah, I like managers that sort of come out and speak their mind. I'd much prefer to listen to a manager who says, you know, how he feels rather than doesn't answer the question, because that can get a bit annoying for journalists. But yeah, it does feel like he's moaning a lot, doesn't it? But I think that's because he speaks his mind more often than others. But yeah, you're right. You know, Arsenal created a couple of good chances where they probably should have scored, but overall, Villa dug in and showed a different side to the game and deserved the victory.
You make the Jesus decision should not have been given to Arsenal, that decision, or not?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched this one back again a few times. I think he's played for it. I don't really think there's much in it. Yes, there's contact, but you know, I think he knows what's going on there.
He's going to go tell him.
Yeah, he's trying to win it. For me, no, I wouldn't give it.
Well, you might to be there. I was a little bit nervous at the gap, not to the end. But it's like heroic performance, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant week for Villa, wasn't it? Fantastic week.
The best week that I can remember as fan in a long time.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's what supporters are after. They want memories and they want to enjoy following the club. And I've just come back from Belgium, where I was covering Liverpool versus Union Saint Gilloise in Anderlecht. And I was on the a connecting flight from Birmingham to Frankfurt with quite a few Villa fans on Wednesday.
Liverpool did that. They lose Liverpool.
Liverpool lost, yeah. They played a lot of their youngsters because they'd already topped the group and they'd already qualified, so it was a dead rubber for them. So they just put some of the youngsters out. But I was on the flight with some Villa fans who were connecting on the same connecting flight that I was getting out of Birmingham, and they were heading to Bosnia. You know, so happy and just really, really enjoying being a supporter again, because I think, you know, over the last not a few years, but over the last decade, there've been some really difficult times supporting Villa. So, you know, it's good that the support.
That's what a bad time. I like it. The good times worthwhile.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask next question now.
Okay.
This is another question. Realistically, can Aston win the Premier League?
I'm going to stay consistent with this and say yes, they can now. Do I think they will? No. I still think Liverpool, Arsenal and Man City are better equipped than Villa to get the job done. I just think that the strength of the squad, the know-how, you know, is better in the other three teams. But Villa are playing so well and winning so many games that, you know, who's going to sort of back against them at the moment? I think that they have done this now over a long period of 41 games under Emery. They've picked up 84 points after 41 games. So that shows that it's not just something that's come this season. So for people outside of, you know, the Midlands that think Villa are just having a good season, they're not. They're having a good 12 months. So, you know, they can sustain this. But I just think the strength of Liverpool's squad, I think Man City are used to being in this position and catching up. And Arsenal, I think they have got a stronger squad than Villa as well still. So I think the real challenge for Villa is finishing in the top four and trying to get Champions League football.
I don't think that ever happens. I think we're good enough for Champions League football.
Yeah, me too.
But I think that's what his target's going to be.
Exactly, and the target from Nassif Sawiris and Wes Edens, the owners, every year is to improve. And since 2018, Villa have pretty much done that every year. And they're at a new level now. They're at a new level where they're trying to stay ahead of Tottenham and Newcastle and Manchester United, but also mixing it up with the real elite clubs in the division. So it's exciting times.
You can look at the fans what they won. Champions League, not at Villa Park. Just imagine that. I mean, it's all of it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be great fun. I think what we'll see in the sort of latter stages of the Europa Conference League, if Villa continue to progress, we'll see an electric atmosphere at Villa Park as the rounds go deeper, closer towards the final. And look, hopefully that will be a warm up to the Champions League next year, or at worst, you know, the Europa League.
Does it go be Liverpool? I think they look slightly better. Does it more win away from home? And in our way form, I don't think it's terrible. But we need to win a lot more away guys with them in title.
Yeah, I think a title-winning team would probably need to step up their away form a little bit. So, I mean, Villa's home form is just, you know, it's incredible. It's the best. It's literally the best in, you know, world football. I don't think there's any team on a longer winning run. So, I know Man City were previously, but they've now been halted. So, Villa's home form's amazing. They're obviously not going to win as many games away from home because, you know, no team wins every single game. But if Villa can continue winning at home and picking up points away, they've got no chance.
Good Manchester as well. I think they will get better, despite what their patchy start. But what you said with Man City, they have experience winning Premier League titles, which we haven't got yet.
Yeah. I mean, Man City, they're not too far away, are they? And they feel like they've had a really difficult month, and I think when they get Haaland back and some of their other players, I think they'll be okay. And they certainly back themselves to be in there with the fight. So yeah, it's going to be difficult, I think.
I think whatever roughly says with Villa, even though it is massively overachieved, though, I think.
Yeah, it feels that way because I don't think many people are expecting Villa to be this high up after 16 games.
Well, we're going to talk about the Conference League game against Swansea Mostar last night. What's your verdicts from that game?
Yeah, it was good to see some of the fringe players get a run out. Obviously, Villa didn't win the game, but to draw is obviously the next best thing if you don't win a game. Look, I thought they took it a little bit easy, having watched the game back now. I obviously didn't watch the game live because I was at the Liverpool game, but it seemed like that they were sort of taking it a little bit easy. There was no need to step up another gear because they'd already sort of got the job done and qualified out of the group and only needed a draw. So yeah, it was good to see some of the other players getting back. Ramsey starting, Tommy O'Reilly coming off the bench, which was a nice moment for him. And some of the others, Philip Marshall in goal, of course, as well.
It's a good chance to rest the players.
Yeah,
they need a rest.
Yeah, I think this is the most incredible thing about Villa at the moment. They're managing to mix a Europa Conference League campaign with the Premier League and not really look tired yet. But at some point, surely they're going to need rest. And looking ahead to the Brentford game, potentially 3 or 4 players that might be missing. So if those absentees start stacking up, it's going to become harder for Villa.
Lovely about Emery. If you prioritise the Premier League first, I think. Can we do well that in the Premier League at the moment? There might be second and then in Conference League.
Yeah, it might get to that stage. I suppose it depends how the Premier League results continue, but to go and win a competition.
The trophies, fans will trophies though, yeah.
Yeah, to go and win a competition, it's just it's what supporters want. Okay, getting into the Champions League is the bigger thing, but there's just something wonderful about winning something. So it's
be great to do both.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Champions League, then the Conference League as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the dream, and the FA Cup as well.
Well, I think with the Swansea Mostar game, it's all about getting the job done. I think we definitely did. We want a blockbuster. Off is boring at time game. I'll watch the game, very uneventful really. But we got the job done. That matters.
That's all that matters, isn't it? Getting the job done, getting through to the next one, and seeing where that takes Villa now.
Because I think because it's a Rinsky, they're very hard to break down. And we struggle to play through them. Because it's a Rinsky. It's a very similar game to the Villa Park game, where they have men behind the ball. But I think, considering how much possession, I don't think we utilised it enough in the final third. But the only thing also in that game what I was pleased about, Zaniolo scored his first goal in the club.
Yeah, that's going to help him, isn't it?
It's a lovely fish that was.
Yeah.
He trolled it very well as well.
Yeah, great goal. I'd like to see a little bit more from him if he gets some more minutes in the times ahead. Feel like he's the one player that we haven't really seen the con yet.
Do you like Zaniolo?
I haven't seen enough good moments from him yet. I think I'm waiting to see him really kickstart his Villa career.
Well, let me score the goal at kick on now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Hopefully that might be what he needs. Look, he'll be desperate to try and earn a permanent move here. So goals and assists and good performances are the only way he's going to get that. So yeah, it might be a start for him, but yeah, I haven't seen enough from him yet.
Do you agree with John again? He made the difference with that goal. It's a great, he did early cross. Like Aminski didn't expect it. I think John McGinn, he shows his quality.
Yeah, he just turns up every week, doesn't he? Now, you just expect him to play well now.
Because with Emery, he improves a lot of players. But John McGinn's flourished under Emery.
He has, yeah. He's probably the most improved player out of well, there's a lot, isn't there? Konza. I didn't think Konza had the ball playing qualities that he's showing.
You got Leon Bailey.
Bailey, I mean, yeah, a lot of us wrote Bailey off, didn't we?
Well, was one of those ones. I wrote him off as well.
Yeah, I'll hold my hands up and say that the first two seasons, I thought he wasn't good enough or cut out to succeed at Villa, but he's showing this season that he really is.
Bailey, though, he's a good impact player. Because he has come out a few times. But now he's even start times.
Yeah, he deserves his place in the starting lineup now, doesn't he? He's performing better and more consistently than Moussa Diaby. But what another great option to have off the bench.
Oh, his pace. He's got incredible pace.
Yeah, incredible.
Greg, I'm just going to drink a water.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time.
We're going to talk about Sunday's game, Greg. What do you expect for the Brentford game on Sunday?
Well, every other time I've covered Villa and Brentford games, I've always been a bit nervous for Villa because they're a bit of a bogey team for Villa, aren't they? But
because in recent we don't seem to get results there.
No, it hasn't gone very well over the years. I think it'll be different this year. I haven't been too impressed with Brentford. Obviously lost to Sheffield United last time out. Feel like they're struggling. Feel like they're missing even Tony a little bit. And they haven't really got going, have they, this year?
Brentford seems to get good results to get the top six.
Yeah, which is not a good sign for Villa.
No, I don't think it'd be an easy game. But with how well we're playing, with the confidence we are, I think we'll back them to get a good.
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm really confident every time Villa play now. I feel like, especially after last week, the Villa have just shown that they can beat literally any team in the division now. So that's probably the thing they might have to sort of deal with now. They might have to deal with the higher expectations. But we'll see. I fancy them. I think I fancy them to go win there.
Yeah, because we're City and Arsenal, so that would give us a big boost going into that game. Also, I think it's a good opportunity to get closer to the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Even just to get top out, just at least. But mind you, Liverpool have got Man United up there.
Yeah, Sunday.
So
yeah.
they should beat them. But you can be in the mix still, no? Keep on in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, you always look at the table, don't you, at Christmas, and Villa are guaranteed now to be in the top 4, I think. Definitely in the top 5, but they could be even higher. And how good would that be to look at the table at Christmas and see them potentially? Well, it could be even be top, couldn't they?
Because I always enjoy when I look at the league table. I used to scroll down all the time. Now I'd scroll the way up now.
You only need the top half now.
But I think with though, you'll change that record on Sunday. Because we got a draw there that season.
Yeah, was that under Gerrard?
There was what we done this Louise.
Yes.
He scored that 19 equaliser.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to leave the better. We'll get free this fun.
Yeah, that'll be the aim.
Because with Brentford, a bit Wolves. They have been a bit of both sides. I don't know what, not home. We got a record against Brentford for that home. For the away games against Brentford.
Yeah, it's always been a difficult place to go, hasn't it? Even at the old stadium, I remember going there a couple of times. Yeah, it was. I never really enjoyed going to the old stadium. The facilities weren't great, but Villa used to always lose as well, which didn't make it an easy job having to write up things about it after.
Well, going into this game, Villa have got 2 suspensions. Do you think we'll be able to cope with Luca D and the Louise?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good chance for Moreno, won't it, to come in, and he's not had much time, not had much game time because of the injury setback for him. Villa don't, Villa want a settled team, and they've kind of got that now. So it will be difficult losing Luis Digne, and I think Bailey and Tielemans are going to be facing late fitness checks as well. So yeah, this is the time of the year that you really need the full squad anyway, because typically players are rotated a little bit or get more minutes. But yeah, I don't think they will miss Digne too much.
The thing is, we've got enough quality there. We've got a strong side we have.
Yeah, a very strong squad. Proper squad now.
Because even the Douglas Luiz and Luca D, the crucial part of the team, about to manage. We have players in the squad as well who can be utilised. Because we've got enough options on bench as well.
Yeah.
But I think on Sunday, I look forward to seeing Alex Moreno.
Yeah, it's the obvious change, isn't it, for Digne?
And I watched him against Rich. He struggled a little bit, but I don't think that sort of game suited him, I don't think.
Yeah, no, he probably needs to build a bit of momentum, doesn't he? Because he's had a bit of time out.
But I think he's almost back to his best.
Yeah.
And I think he'll provide more attacking threat going forward as well. Also, Gregg Evans is a crucial part of securing 7th place last season. But then obviously you got Moreno as well. But what do you think is going to happen to you, Tielemans? Do you think he'll slot into Douglas Luiz's position?
I think it's the obvious change, but it's just whether he's fit. I think he was having an injury. I think he's got an injury issue that needs to be checked. Yeah.
So if not that, I think practically he might do the alteration match maybe, if not.
Yeah, I mean, there are other options, aren't there? Maybe dropping McGinn slightly further back and putting Ramsey in there. Or,
Dendon. You got Dendon, yeah, he played on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean there are options, aren't there? Dendonker's the obvious other one. Callum Chambers even's played in that position if they're sort of really needed.
Yeah, because we retain him. He's a lovely footballer. He's look, he was a great signing. But you retain him, and you get better and better.
Yeah, he's good. He's good fun to watch, isn't he? Yeah, I like the way he can pick the passes, the clever passes forward. He just offers something a little bit different to some of the other midfielders Villa have got.
Because his vision is amazing. To pick up a pass. And he gets a lot of assists as well. That have actually led goals. So yeah, I think you retain him. I think he's very influential with the ball. He controls the game. I like the way he controls it.
Yeah, he's an important player, isn't he?
Well, Greg, that's the last question about the Brentford game. What Brentford players do we need to be careful of?
Well, I hope this doesn't sound too disrespectful, but I really haven't been. I haven't been too impressed with Brentford this season from what I've seen. I mean, I like Ethan Pinnock's story as a central defender who sort of worked his way up, and I think he's having a decent season. I do feel like they miss Tony up front, and I just feel, I don't see too many concerns for Villa. This week. I feel like this is a game that they should go and win actually, and there aren't. I hope that doesn't sound too disrespectful towards Brentford, but I just don't think. There aren't too many concerns there.
Because he was he's into the Brentford.
But is he injured? Is there?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. That's another podcast.
Yeah, I mean that'll be a lot of a loss for them because he tends to perform quite well, but.
They got no Ivan Toney either.
Yeah, he's been out for a while, hasn't he? Suspended, so.
And also, the players I think we should watch out for. We've got Wissa. He's a good player.
Yeah, he did okay against Villa last year, didn't he? Sorry, 2 seasons ago.
Does he? Guard? He's very underrated.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're a talented group of players. Make no mistake about that. I think they've been very good over the last couple of seasons. I just haven't been impressed with them this year. That it seems to be a very start season for them.
They lost to Sheffield United, didn't they?
Yeah, and poor against Sheffield United, who were previously the worst team in the division. So, it doesn't really bode well for them, I don't think.
Well, you signed that gives me confidence for Sunday.
Oh, don't listen to everything I say. My was great. I get a lot of them wrong.
And also, we that Janelle now. Because is he not?
Yeah.
That's it. Is he? Where's what country is from?
Is it Germany?
Oh no, Germany, somewhere like that. Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. No, I'm thinking of Ruslev, the other guy. I think it might be Scandinavian. Yeah.
I think we'll get 3 points Sunday. And we just get the winning, keep the mentality.
That's it. Keep the faith.
Well, Greg, can you give me a score prediction for Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to go Brentford 0, Villa 3.
That's a good prediction. I go a 2-0. I go 2-0. I win.
We're both confident there.
Also, Greg, I know you know a lot of the work I'm doing on my podcast.
Yeah.
But could you get spreading the word about it?
Of course, yeah, no problem. Just if you need me to retweet anything, I can do that. No problem.
Thank you. But before we finish off, Greg, we'll have a look at just a few comments to finish off.
Okay.
Cahots and driveways. I can't wait for this one. My uncle, John Gregg Evans, but yes, I am. That's some of the questions. So I'll just go down to look at some other cuts. Oh yeah, Morgan Higgins said that Arsenal performance was spot on. It's clear that they still have Man City in their legs, so we had to win in a different way, and they did.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
The Morgan Higgins said, questions to you both. Looking at a record since every came in, I think it's second or third in the last 38 games. Do you believe you can go into the top?
Do you want to answer that one first, Chad?
I think, well, my target Champions League, but I think Ed wants to win many games as he can. I'll see it takes us. So they'll look at with one more.
Yeah, don't get.
John said, don't forget, VAR is good for offside play.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Yeah, it is, to be fair. Villa's offside, the way that they have mastered the offside trap this season, well, the last couple of seasons, is really impressive. So it does actually work in their favour in some ways. I just think VAR generally has become very annoying.
Because with the high line, we're probably the best in that.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive.
Similar to that Spurs game. When Hungmin Son, he could have hat trick, but the offside trap was.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, yeah, bring this episode so close. I really appreciate all the comments in the chat tonight. And please get involved afterwards as well. The comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and please share. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And remember to keep your post notifications turned. Thank you so much, Greg, for your time again.
Pleasure, Chad. Anytime. Happy to help you, mate.
To wrap up the episode, we're up the Villa. Just click it again.